Listen up.
It's the number one voice of the tri-state. I'm number one. It's Cooking Up 215. So let the show begin.
Turn me up.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and this is Cooking Up 215, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite artists, entrepreneurs, shakers, and move makers. And boy, we got a major move maker in the house tonight, man. We got Mr. CEO Duke himself.
What's going on? What's going
Big
on,
Duke.
my guy? What's going on, y'all?
What's up, my guy?
Ain't nothing, man.
I see where they get the big from, you know what I'm saying?
man.
Big Duke.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me up here today, man. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, for sure, man. It's well learned, I must say.
Yes, sir.
You've been working for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing a lot of things for a minute in the city.
Yeah, no, for sure. Been cooking up.
Yeah, for sure. Really cooking up.
The food is done. It's almost a full course meal.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Getting there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good
been
job,
cooking.
man. And the crazy part about it is, though, like, I thought you was a little older.
Right.
Like, the amount of work you put in, man, I thought you definitely was up there in age. Not even, like, based off, like, your looks or nothing. Just
Right.
as busy as you get.
Right.
You definitely don't move like a youngin'. You don't
Right.
move like a young bull. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate that. for
And,
sure.
and it's like, this based off of me knowing your name and seeing you do shit years ago.
Right.
So it's like, imagine this years ago. You only a tray
Right.
with a little
30.
extra on top. You know what I mean?
I'm 30 now.
So yeah, so that
Yeah.
means you was a dub something
Yeah,
outside.
but yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moving and shaking amongst the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And standing with the biggest.
Yeah, standing amongst them, standing over some of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you really made a name for yourself outside. Like, what is it about you that set you aside from all the other youngins? Like, for you to be so young, but to be on such a different path than everybody else around you.
Cause I'm a determined person. So if I want something, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get it done. You get what I'm saying? I don't really complain too much. I just work. I get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't rely on people too much either. I'm self-motivated. So with that being said, that pushed me to go and keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
And this been something like this been instilled in you. Can you push that cord to the side for me? That's it. You know what I'm saying? We don't, they know I'm particular about these type things.
No,
but this been in you since you was a youngin' though. Like, you used to sell Gatorades and water down by the zoo and shit.
Yeah, at 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Was a hustler. Yeah, my dad was a big time boy, not back and forth in jail, but he did a nice little stretch. But I was a hustler. So summertime, I used to take a cooler. My mom used to go to this one, Gatorades was cheap. It's crazy because the Gatorade now, like,
The numbers is up.
The big Gatorades this was like $1, $1.50 back in the day. You know what I mean? I'm going to the zoo getting $2 for them, but my mom used to go to BJ's and get like a case of water, and then the cases of Gatorades, they came in like different flavors. So you got the blue, the red, the yellow, the orange. I mean, you know what I mean? So
The variety
pack. Grab them. I used to go to the zoo and probably sell it like 2-3 times a day. But I had my cell phone, so my mom, when I'm almost finished, I call my mom, yo, come refill.
You had a
She
cell
put
phone
right
at 9, 10?
Yeah, you know we had the chirps. I had the chirps.
Yeah, the little Nextel joints.
Yeah,
that was the joint.
I was on my chirp. Yeah,
That's
Shout out to
funny.
my grandpa. Yeah, my grandpa used to have me. I had the chirps back in the day. It was like what is it, 480, them joints was,
That's a nice little joint right
Yep.
there. So that's crazy. So you like 9, 10, outside hustling your waters and your Gatorades, pumping gas.
Yep.
Got your chirp phone. Was you paying the chirp
No,
bill?
No, I wasn't paying the bill.
About to say, damn, you outside at 9. You getting busy.
I wasn't paying the bill.
And what got you motivated just to go out there at 9, 10 and say, like, this what I'm about to do? I need this paper right now.
I grew up around hustlers. It wasn't even that I needed the money right now. I just was a hustler. So like my family, my mom, my grandma, my mom always like hustled. My grandma always been making $100,000 a year since I was a kid.
Damn.
So I come up around, my uncle was in the Navy, making good money. My grandpa was a ex-drug dealer, went to the union, making $30, $40 an hour, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
So like I come up under real hustlers.
Right.
You know what I mean? My dad, he was a hustler. He had a construction company, owned lots of houses in South Philly. So like when I was a kid, it started from my grandpa. My grandpa used to give me like $30 to $50 a day to literally come to work with him and just pass him the screws. And then go to the store when he said go to the store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I used to get $30 to $50 a day doing that. So,
as a youngin', that's a good job.
And that's with my grandpa. So as I grew up, I always wanted my own money. And I just seen like my grandpa, everybody around me working or hustling.
Right.
You know what I mean? Entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship really was like around me at a young age. It's really just something that's in me.
Just something that's in, it's in the whole family.
Yeah.
So it wasn't one of those situations like, you know, the roaches and rats. You know the stories you hear everybody else got.
I ain't had roaches.
Yeah.
I lived in Southwest, but we ain't had roaches on my block.
Yeah.
You get a couple mice, but we ain't had roaches running around and all that. Like,
so it was one of the things where you motivated by people doing good versus being motivated by being in a bad situation.
Right.
That's crazy.
And just to get my own, we had Elmwood skating ring. I wanted to be able to sneak and go there because I was raised Muslim. So I grew up as a Muslim kid. Like I went to Muslim school. Coming up, I started off in the elementary school around my way. Then middle school, it was all Islamic school until I got kicked out in 8th grade. Then it let me back around to the neighborhood school. But the money, it used to be, you know, them times I used to want to sneak down with a skating ring, my mom wouldn't let me go. So if I had my own money, I'm with my friends, I'd do my own thing on my own time. Right. So just being, seeing, people around me like going to get it, that I guess that just like rubbed off on me.
Yeah. It just did it. At what point did you decide like, all right, no more Gatorades? When did you come up with your first business plan? So
at the Gatorades, it was the barbershop at 12, 11, 12, that summer. I started working at the barbershop where I used to get my hair cut. That was in Southwest. So I used to work at a barbershop called Cutters. On the other side of the street was the barber that I go to now, Les the Best. Then you had another shop, literally 2 shops directly across the street. Right. So I started working at Cutters, going to the store, washing hair. Then I started working at Les and them shop at the same time as I'm working at Cutters. So I'm getting a double check Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean? So over here, I'm spending 30 minutes over there. They're like, where Duke at? Then I'm going back over there for 30 minutes.
You doubling up on them literally the same time.
And they ain't catch on till literally like 6-7 months later. I was already, my barber was like, yo. But it wasn't nothing they could do. I literally was, because the store was right there, so everybody wanted something from Woodland Village. Yeah. It's either I'm washing hair, sweeping up, or going to the store. So I used to just like ping pong.
Getting that check both sides.
Yeah. I'm making a little $50 to $100 a day at the barbershop. You know what I mean, washing hair. This one back in the day, it was cool for a guy to wash hair. Now you go in the barbershop, it's a little strange for a dude, a male to wash your hair like they act, unless it's your barber. Yeah. You know what I mean? But back then, I was the dude that was, you know what I mean? The shampoo boy, yeah. So that was the next step after the Gatorades and the water. Okay. It was the barbershop. And then from the barbershop, from the barbershop, it was the streets.
It was the streets.
Yeah.
So you did get caught up in the streets for a little bit.
In like 8th grade.
Okay. Yeah. That's why you got kicked out of the Islamic school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Islamic school for fighting one of my homies. This one, you used to bust the jokes, your mom. Remember, somebody said your mom is a rumble. Yeah, so we was playing basketball. I told him he was corny. He said my mom. I'm like, see my mom again, I'm going to crack you. He said my mom. I cracked him.
Had to follow up.
We both got kicked out of the school, right? And landed in the same school in the hood in Southwest.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's like we get kicked out of this good school to land in the hood school, but this like my best friend.
And y'all still together.
And we still together. You get what I'm saying? And we still was friends. When we get to this school, this is my homie still.
You know how that shit go, homies going
that was crazy, yeah.
That's wild. So, put both y'all out. They say, y'all gotta go.
He too.
So you got caught up in the streets.
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade, early on.
Yeah.
What got you out the streets?
Getting locked up for something that I didn't do. When I was 17, I got charged as an adult for robbery. I'm not even a robbery type boy, you know what I mean? But I was hanging around dudes that was robbing. You know what I mean? Well, they wasn't even robbing. They was petty thieves. This one, like, you was somebody if you had an iPhone. So back then, you would get robbed for an iPhone. When them iPhones first came out,
yeah, niggas smashing them iPhones.
you had to have an iPhone to go on Instagram. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
like you couldn't get on Instagram Android unless you had an iPhone.
It was
so that
the
made everybody fiend for iPhones. So dudes my age, 16, we was 16, 15, 16, 17, like they was robbed. Downtown, they'd catch somebody, snatch your iPhone from you on 30th Street. It was petty. When we look at it now, like, yo, niggas corny.
It definitely was a stint where everybody was snatching niggas' iPhones. That's why iPhones be all locked up now. You can't use that motherfucker.
You put the joint on there and all that.
You can't
cut it right down. Yeah.
Used to be able to jailbreak them, all types of shit. Can't do none of that. Like, yeah, you snatch that thing, they gonna report that motherfucker. It's gonna shut down on you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was right there. Them iPhones I had got locked up. I was with somebody that I was cool with, and he went to go take somebody's phone, but I didn't know he was taking somebody's phone. But he said my name in the midst of him taking the boy's phone.
Wow.
I come out the store. He like, yo, dude, crack him. I jumped at the boy, but because I thought they was just like fighting. Like, I thought they was just on some regular, you know what I mean, tussling. He like, yo, dude, crack him. When I went to go, like, crack him, he, like, flinched, and then he just, like, gave us, like, I seen, they was basically tussling like this for the phone now. Yeah. Now I see what it's about. But when I jump at him, he just let it go. He run off. I asked him, I'm like, yo, you know him? He like, man, fuck that nigga.
Snatch the phone.
He like, man, fuck that nigga. I'm like, oh, all right, bet. A month later, that shit got different. I was 16, turning 17. He was 19. So when he got booked, he got charged as an adult. So they was on his top, like, yo, robbery, that was like 5 to 7 years back then. So they asked him, like, well, who was the guy Duke? Because he said my name, Duke cracking. So the young boy, when he went down to the police district, he was with a guy Duke, but I never been arrested. So they can't track me because there's no fingerprint. I'm not in the system. So they couldn't track me. So this boy, who 19, he basically tell him, like, yo, his name is Southwest Duke on Facebook. And he go to Penwood.
Who snatched the phone.
The dude who snatched your phone.
Gave you up.
Gave me up.
And you wasn't even robbing the nigga.
I just was being a homie. That's why I don't go off of that rule. I'm riding with my man, right or wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No. Y'all niggas be tripping with that. Riding with y'all man, rather. Your homie just did some whole nut ass shit, and you about to jump off the bridge with him because that's your homie?
Go down with the sinking ship. Yeah.
And that right there, that taught me a lot, because I was like, I was in the county. My people started that I had really something to do with it. So they like, man, let him sit for a little bit. So they let me sit in the county. They charged me as an adult on State Road for 7 months. And then they bailed me out. But my bail was like $10,000, right? Then the lawyer was $12,000. You know what I mean? Like, this is all at 17 years old.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So me seeing, like, I was sitting in the county, and then when court come, I'm like, yeah, I'm going home. Everybody hyped for me.
Yeah.
But when I went to court, that really showed me, like, the system, it was messed up, because they basically got the young boy to come into court and say I had a gun. I pointed a gun at him, and I'm like, what? A gun? Like, I had a black plastic bag, but me, sticking with that rule, I'm riding with my homie. I didn't go back to the poppy store to get the camera to show that I didn't have a gun, because he was on camera doing a robbery.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I was on some shit, like, trying to cover for him. And the whole time when I get the paperwork, this nigga the one who gave my identity up. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, like, I'm still not going to go do that. But it's like, yo, I really didn't have nothing to do with that. You feel me? Like, you give me up. I hold off from going to get the camera that would have let me walk away scot-free.
Right. Yeah,
when I got my paperwork, it said Raheem Stokes stated that. Oh my God. Like,
yeah, that's dirty.
And right there showed me that, like, yo, this shit real. You can really like the blanket, you know what I mean? Cause I like literally shout out to this old head Greg Thompson from Southwest. Like he had this brother to brother program up there. Like I was facing 5 to 10, but he came to court for me and basically told the judge like, yo, this guy got a lot of potential.
Right.
I had got some college acceptance letters. Yeah, and when I was outside in the street, I was going to school every day. So that's one thing that helped me. Like when I went to court, him coming to court, and then like I had like 5 different college acceptances letters. So it was like I already was on some good, you feel me? Like I wasn't on that, before this. Dude. So I had that type of paperwork to back me up. Then the judge was like, yo, you know what? Just go to Glen Mills for a year. If you complete that program, you know what I mean? It'll be off your record.
That shit's still crazy to end up doing a year off of some
2
shit.
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Because what, the prior 7 months and everything?
Yeah, and so I did the 7 months and then up Glen Mills, like the whole total, it was like 15 months. Yeah.
Off of some shit you ain't even do. And the nigga you riding for gave you up. That's crazy. It's a lesson though, because sometimes you gotta learn, because a lot of niggas do believe in these street myths.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? These codes, these imaginary codes that we be living by. And a lot of times, man, that shit ain't really set up for you to succeed.
It's not set up for you to win at all.
This shit is a lose-lose situation with that shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no winning with that. So it's best to just not play the game at all if you can avoid it.
Just
you know what I mean?
Because people don't be built for that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you risk a lot. When you got something to lose, that shit is different. Some niggas don't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But when you really got a head on your shoulders, you got potential, you got other things you trying to do, that shit is way different. So you went to school, you were studying criminal justice?
Yeah, I went to school to be a lawyer. So I did like 2 years in college. Yeah, I went to Immaculata University. I played ball up there for like a year, went there for a year. Then I got kicked out of there, being a hothead. And then I went to community college, played ball there for a year. Then I got into real estate. Then I just like F school.
It was over once you got into the real estate.
I'm back to the trap and I'm back in real estate.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting my real estate because that was my dream, to be a lawyer, own like 30 houses.
Damn, to be a lawyer though would have been crazy.
I know.
Did it make you chase it more or want it more after you went through the system? Like you getting locked up, did that had some type of...
I thought it would have, but it didn't.
It didn't?
No.
Okay.
Because then when I got locked up, I became more swift. I became more Glen Mills, them trees up there, all that stuff like helped me for what I'm doing today. You get what I'm saying? Like I used to be a radio personality on Glen Mills, so I used to be live on the radio, like spinning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can hear me out there. If you out Glen Mills, like you can hear me live on the radio. So, like when I'm talking, when I start being in the club and out on the streets and just ready for the camera, it was like them things right there prepared me. Like doing that stuff consistently, learning. I learned so much up there, like the different trees that I was able to take. Just from being up there. And then like I worked at the golf course up there. That's what really inspired me. I worked at the golf course at Glen Mills. Every day these rich boys, females and males, they pulling up gold Rolex, golf chains, just like they just pulling like just luxury. You know what I mean? They pulling up and I'm on a golf cart. I'll pull up on their car, take their bag out their car, put it on a golf cart. And that right there was like inspiring because I used to see these and I'm like, yo, these boys rich.
Yeah, I need that.
And then I started talking to them. And then I started connecting. Now I started learning how to connect, you know, how to build with people. And then they fired me. Because
you was building with them?
They wouldn't tell me that on board though. And then one staff, like 3 months later, the staff boy, he was like, yo, Duke, you know what, let me tell you the reason why they really fired you. I'm like, dang, what happened? Because I didn't do nothing.
Right.
He was like, you was doing too much. They said you was a manipulator. They like, you up there, you connecting with too many people. They like, they don't want you to be successful leaving out of here. So these people giving you the business cards, telling you to call them when you get out of here, these people don't want you on that.
Yeah, and it's
You know
crazy.
what I mean?
That's true. They don't. They call it fraternizing. They don't want you fraternizing with the members.
Yo, I was hurt.
And that's crazy how they do
I was
that.
hurt about that, bro. So that's basically like, yo, you fell, nigga. You know what I mean? That's basically what they said. Go back down there and do nothing.
Yeah.
And that's
be
what they
around
done.
nothing.
Yeah, that's what they done to me, man. So it was like all these little obstacles. I'm coming from this type of family to getting locked up and going through placement and going through that. It's like, oh, that shit was like different for me. But like, you know, I caught on fast and I knew a lot of people. So it was like, dang, I couldn't believe that I was there, but it was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So them obstacles, them Glen Mills, 15 months, all that was like, helped me to where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's true. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing, I don't want to say that it's hard to admit, but it's something that we do have to accept in a sense where it's like we go through shit. And sometimes the shit you go through really be hard.
Right.
And in the time you in it feel like, why me? Like, why I gotta go through this shit? And then when you make it out on the other side, you realize you so much better off of what you went through.
Yes.
Because it's what you go through that pushed you to go where you going now.
Yeah.
Or to look at shit how you looking at it now.
Yeah.
So it's like, it be a hurt piece in the moment. Like your man dropping your name.
Yeah.
Now you know how much to trust niggas.
Yeah.
You know not to be putting your life on the line for niggas. You know how to, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because if you ain't learned it then, you'd have learned it later.
Yeah.
And it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you need those lessons to get you prepared for life or get you on that road that you need to be on. So it sucks sometimes, but this shit be needed. You know what I mean?
And you know, dang, I don't want to skip too far because later on down the line, I had a situation like that. And me learning from the past, I was saved out of like 7, 8 dudes that went to jail. You get what I'm saying? Because it was just like me knowing and understanding, like, I don't want this. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to stay in my lane. Right. I'm going to love everybody, but I'm going to stay in my lane. And staying in your lane, that shit get you far too. You know what I mean? And not having people, not really caring too much on how people feel about you because you want to be different than them. You know what I mean? So that's where, like for me, I still got homies that's in the trenches that I talk to. I love more than a lot of people, right? But at the same time, I ain't living that life that they on. Yeah. But I understand it. That don't mean that I agree with it, but I understand it, and I love them for who they is. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but I don't got to go around them talking street talk, acting like something that I ain't. You get them like, nah, you don't make out.
You be you.
Yep, and you get way more respect. You know what I mean? I come from being the young homie to being a big homie in my hood. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the same dudes that I took packs from when I was a kid, same dudes that I'm giving like game to or inspired by me and what I'm doing for the hood now. You get what I'm saying? These are the same dudes that I was young taking $200 packs, being 30 packs. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like to see that flip, that's even inspiration. Yeah. And that's what I tell people, that should be inspiration for people that's under me. Like, nigga, I came up being Lil Duke. I used to go to the store for niggas. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, I paid my dues. And that's what I tell all my big bros. I paid my dues. Right. All niggas, I ain't gonna act like I don't remember going to the store, but now it's my time. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't sending niggas to the store and all that, but it's just like, it's my time to be that, right. You know what I mean? So,
Big Duke right now.
Yeah, so it's like, that's how the tables turn. And that's like, when I speak on self-motivation, that keep me motivated right there. Like knowing that I was this young guy to being looked at from the killers, the gangsters, whatever people see these people to be. But I became like the leader. And if you want to change your life or you want to do something positive, I'm that person that's going to guide you from the neighborhood. You feel me? So being that, like seeing that transform like that, man, that's a blessing.
Nah, it's definitely a blessing. And it's like you're a prime example. You know what I'm saying? You like a staple. You from Southwest. Right. You know what I'm saying? I live in Southwest, West Philly. Everybody know where I'm at. I know what it's like. I know the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Been around, did my dirt, all types of shit. So it's like, when you get to see dudes, I know the niggas that's the big homies that's in the shit. Right. So when you got somebody positive that's a big homie, it speaks on a whole different level.
Right.
Because it's like now the young boys see somebody who doing good shit, and he's still considered a big homie.
Right.
He's still considered respected.
Cool boy,
you
and
know
he's
what I
still,
mean?
yeah,
You get all the
through.
accolades that all the street niggas
Crashing
get.
out, yeah,
But you ain't gotta put your life on the line.
Yep.
And you get to live good. That shit show niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, no,
so
for real.
I could be big homie.
Right. And don't gotta do that.
and-
I ain't gotta be out here like I'm clutching my pistol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, big homie, I could pay for security. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff like when we get into that, like where I'm at now, and that's the type of, that's what I'm basically going to explain, how we had to smarten up from, me first coming in from partying and clubbing and understanding like the risk that we was taking being young. To me getting to the point where it's like, yo, Duke, pay for this. These things is going to save you. You know what I mean? These things right here is legal. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about putting your homies on, you know what I mean? They putting their life on the risk. Nobody getting into a chase. You know what I mean? So it's certain things that as time went, it was elevation. My mind I became a better leader.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we cooking up, though. We cooking up, man.
Cooking up, for real. So tell me about Airtight.
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 Dang. That's what actually, how you know about that?
Yeah, tell me about Airtight, man. You know, I do my homework, baby.
Yo, that's crazy. Airtight.
Yeah, was King Jaffe your first artist?
So that was my dad artist.
Okay.
And me just being like who I am, you know what I mean? For my peoples, I'm going to go hard, especially for my dad, you feel me? So that was like an artist that, shout out King Jaffe. My dad was actually like locked up with him. They was good friends. And King Jaffe used to be somebody that he used to beat everybody on the yard in a rap battle. So my dad used to be betting on him. So when they came home, he seen potential in him, and we basically like try to push it in the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? We did good. It was working, but our business model wasn't there.
Right.
We lost from not being from not educating ourselves. Yeah. But for me, I was 19. So the things that I done, it built me up. Yeah. And it made me be, King Jaffe gave me the youngest in charge name because of the stuff that I was doing. He's like, yo, Duke, you 19, 20. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be on these shows, these podcasts. Yeah. You pushing, you got the streets knowing who I am. Yeah. Well, not like my generation, I should say, because the people his age knew who he was. Right. But for the people that didn't, I was like pushing it hard.
You was pushing him out.
Yeah, so Airtight, man, we tore the streets up, 100 bottles, 50 bottles. Like we caused a lot of pandemonium. Like I could say we shook shit up bad. But like I said, we didn't win because of our business. Right. But that tour, that was the cooking part. That was
I was about to say, is that what gave you your first taste of everything you do now when it comes to entertainment?
Yes. I got into it from there. So from there, I start getting older, right? I'm 20 now. Now my friends are getting older, and some of them that, like I said, I used to sell for, they older than me already. Yeah. So now we become like it in Southwest. We the new generation. Right. You know what I mean? We got working bulls. We got everybody doing whatever they doing, right? Right. And we start partying. And we made a name for ourselves because I already was partying with the big dogs. Yeah. So now when I go and I bring my homies and we start partying, they like, oh, they the young. Oh, all right, that's them Southwest boys. They, you know what I mean? They putting on. So like everywhere we just like, we put on. And my artist, he was from my block. It was my homie. His name Five. Rest in peace, Five. He dropped a freestyle for 30 days straight to show me that he was serious. So in the midst of him dropping these freestyles for 30 days straight, the shit bubbling. Cause he really what he rap about, he really was what he said he was. You know what I mean? He really was in the streets. And it was bubbling. The street cred started, he already had the street cred, but now the ladies was loving him. It just started really like, it was like a wildfire.
When that shit really started heating up. Yeah. So that traction started picking up.
So I kind of used that and I pivoted and I met DJ Boo. And well, DJ Boo came to us. He like the scout. He was, you know what I mean? He see something hot you hot, oh, he gonna get you before, you know what I mean? And he got with us. We from Southwest, he from Southwest.
Yeah.
He like, oh, matter of fact, yeah, that's where it started at. Matter of fact, let me take it back, because now we cooking up. Before that, right, I got my artists, Southwest, we jumping, right? We bubbling. I didn't know the business. So Rico Havoc popping. Y'all remember that Rico Havoc wave? Rico Havoc popping. And amidst the Rico Havoc popping, Rico had the actual records to make the shit do what it do. My artist, I'm not gonna say he ain't had the records, but he ain't had them Rico Havoc records.
Yeah, Rico had a real record.
My artist had that real gangster shit that if you on your Chicago shit, that was who you listen to, right? But I didn't know the business that I could manage 2 artists at one time. So while Rico and my homies from over there, the twins, was calling me, trying to get me to manage Rico, I couldn't I'm like, yo, I can't manage 2 artists at once because that's what I thought in my head.
Yeah, you like, I got my man over here, I can't do that.
And he on fire. I was always inspired by Mont Brown from like the give backs, the community stuff that he did. And I knew his goal was to be in the music, like literally be in the game, right? We used to have them conversations. I go get Mont. Yo, Mont, come on. I take him to Rico Havoc. Rico, me and Mont Brown, Rico.
Damn, you introduced them?
They together. No,
you put them together. Yeah.
You here. This is you.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. I know you know it better than me. Do what you gotta do. Bring that shit back for Southwest.
Right.
That's just me I ain't had no percentage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing. Like, that's just me being a good boy, not really understanding the business, but having a good heart.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So now I can get back to what I was saying. Now we running. I meet the DJ Boo. You know what I mean? DJ Boo put me on a party with Jeezy. He like, yo, you got some, come on, get in on this party with Jeezy. All right, bet, come on, this is up. So we booked Jeezy. That was my first booking. Then from there, we put on, it just started building up.
So you started throwing the parties with Boo?
With Boo.
And this was when Boo was done like Vanity?
My bad, this what happened. Dang, that's crazy, because like when I get on these podcasts, my memories start coming back.
Yeah, the flashbacks, all that.
We hot, right? Everybody on my block. We 61st Street buzzing hard. Mm-hmm. We walk into the store one day. I tell all my homies, yo, let's throw a party. They like, what? Let's throw a party? Nigga, we can't bring out 400 or 500 people. I'm like, yo, we on fire. Yes, we can. They like, no, one of my main homies that everybody be like listening to. She like, nah. She like, nah, She was scared a little bit. She like, nah, we can't bring that. I'm like, no, we can.
Yeah.
So everybody wound up like not giving me the rhythm that I wanted for it. So I'm like, all right, bet. That was the summertime. The wintertime came. I was in my bag. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a party. So now I start calling Zay from the old head, Zay from 60th Street, Zay Christmas. So I calling around, seeing who I know. Like, yo, give me a spot that I could do this party at. So I went to Roar. I forgot it was B-side back then. I went to Roar, Club Roar.
Yeah.
Old head, Lucky from the radio, that be on the radio, Lucky and them, they over there.
Onyx, Lucky.
Onyx, right? Yeah. So I go over there, I'm like, yo, I want to do a birthday party and I want 100 bottles. They like 25,000. I'm like, what? 25,000? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm buying 100, you tell me 25,000? So I'm like, no, that don't sit right with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta keep shopping. So I call Zay like, yo, these dudes talking about 25,000. Like, nigga, crazy. They tripping.
Yeah.
I keep shopping. I can't remember how I met Nine Nickels. Nine Nickels gonna forever be my big dog, like from Onyx. I met Nah.
Oh, I know Nah.
Yeah, Nah from Onyx. I go meet Nah. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to have a party. You know what I mean? I'm hot in the streets right now. I got artists. We doing this, doing that. I want to buy 100 bottles. He looked at me, 100 bottles? He like, you sure 100 bottles? Like, you want to buy 100 bottles? I'm like, bro, I want to buy 100 bottles.
Yeah.
So he like, 10,000. That was more feasible. I'm like, okay, that sound way better. We locked in.
Yeah.
Deal. You get what I'm saying? All right, lock in. Man, that I start promoting. My man, he introduced me to Trap Street Kev and Trap Street Kion. I paid them some money. They started pushing my party for me. the party come. I sell out every section. I sell out everything, the whole club, wall to wall.
Yeah.
Shit, Pat, Lucky come to my door and said, man, I apologize. Anything you ever need, you can call me. I apologize for that.
$25.
For that $25,000. God damn, they try to tax me like that. They really try to make me pay to get in the game. So I'm like, so I brought out 600 people, my first party. That right there opened up doors. DJ Boo, everybody, you know what I mean? Now Boo come, now we connecting. That's when he put me on the Jeezy play. He started just running the plays. We just running the plays. I probably booked about 20 artists with Boo alone. Yeah. You feel me? Just running the plays. He was just running them back, like running them. We was getting money. And then Diddy came. Boo like, yo, I need this for Diddy. I was like, yo, Boo, if we give you this, I need to meet the owner of the club. Right. Like, I'm not giving you this money right here. And it's just
this ain't
take me to the owner, bro. Right. You know what I mean? He took me to the owner. DJ Boo did a lot of thorough shit, and they don't really be giving him his props like that because he do a lot of nut shit too. But he did a lot of good things for us, you know what I mean? Yeah. So he like part of my story. He was part of showing me, like, he showed me, once again, the nut shit. He just showed me what to watch and what not to take. He
gave you lessons on both sides.
Yes, he gave me lessons. But I took an ass with me getting them lessons. But I'm forever grateful because of the things that he done. He even called Meek for us one time, had us in Onyx one time on a Tuesday night, just us and Meek, just in Onyx. Nobody know about them stories, you feel me? Because we never, but our business minds wasn't there. We just some street young niggas that's running around getting money, just living our life. I don't understand the business. Yeah. So we wasn't getting far without knowing no business. You know what I mean? So DJ Boo, that's my guy. That was like the party promoting weave. I done booked like 60 artists.
Yeah, and I remember when Boo had niggas coming to the city back to back. Like, he had that shit lined up, and he was doing it. Did them down Vanity for a long time.
We toured. Nobody had the city on lock like us and the agents from down South Philly. My guys, Kim and Beach and all them. Nobody wanted
used to be in there going crazy too.
It was us and them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Other than that, nobody was stepping. You know what I mean? No. And nobody still never broke our record. That shit is on YouTube. You know what I mean? You look that shit up, CEO Big Duke. We did 200 bottles one night, like massacre. You know what I mean? So I'm still looking for somebody to beat that record.
Yeah, shit ain't how it was back then.
No, it ain't.
It's a whole different scene now.
It ain't. And even like back then, that was before pandemic too, because that wasn't pandemic money. That was real hustle. Real, you had to go get that. We talking before the pandemic. Yeah. I actually stopped coming outside during the pandemic. Yeah. So that was the transition for me. The pandemic was the pivot for me because it hit me hard. Because I'm like, damn, I'm promoting. This is how I feed my family. This is how I live my life. Right. This is how I travel. This is how I really do what I do from these parties. So from the pandemic to just come out of nowhere and shut everything down, that had me like, oh shit. Like, nigga, you need to think about this. Like, you think about these, like the clubs. You
thinking you're going to be able to throw parties forever. Now you cleared. Nah, you can't. We need something better.
The pandemic showed me like, oh, we got to stay in the house. So now it's like, oh, it made me think. I remember 50 Cent to Nah from Onyx, 50 to Nah. Like, yo, y'all can't fall in love with these different businesses. And like, so if I'm a party promoter, at some point in time, I'm going to hit the ceiling. Whereas those like, I got everything that I could get out of this. Move on. And when you really watch 50 and how he do his business, that's really what he be on. Yeah. Coca-Cola, vitamin water, like, you know what I mean? He just selling it. He getting in, running it up, selling it. Yeah. He ain't falling in love with it. So when that was something that I always keep in my mind, like, yo, you can't fall in love with this shit. If you fall in love with the trap, what's going to happen? You're going to get killed or you're going to go to jail. You get what I'm saying? The same thing with legal hustles. That's when you doing party promoting. You can't, no shade. Niggas is 50 out here still promoting parties. That could never be me. You get what I'm saying? And these were the things that I remember hearing Rick Lowe when I was a kid on the radio. Like my mom had a major figures joint. Like I remember this shit, and I'm really a kid.
Yeah, a little bit.
So when I grow up, and now it's my turn, and I'm in the same ring with these niggas, I'm asking them, why don't y'all own this shit? What the fuck is up with ownership? Like
when did you graduate?
They motivate me. Me saying them like, no, I can't be that nigga. And there's no shade because they doing what they doing.
Right.
But the life that I wanted to live and what I was on, I'm like, oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. I know this nigga Rick Lowe. I know this. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? All right, the pandemic, that was God that hit me like, okay, what are you going to do? What are you good at? That's when I had to sit back. I start wholesaling houses, start selling cars. I started my marketing company.
All right, we gonna what's the name? We gonna save all the.
Okay.
That's the now shit. So
you're right.
we got the past of it, and it definitely wanted to hear that because that definitely is part of the history. Period. Just the history of the city. Like you really brung something to my mind. Like shit really did change a lot after the pandemic. Like I don't think niggas thought too much about it, but like you said, it was like you used to be outside prior to the pandemic. Like. We used to go to those vanity joints. We was doing the show back then too. So when they used to bring the celebrities, Gucci Mane and all that shit, we would interview artists. They used to have the showcases and all that shit. Had niggas performing.
And I ain't even speak about that. That's like when it comes to the new generation of music.
Yeah.
I like if you look at my track record.
I got you. I'm gonna plug that. I know what you're about to say. You know I got my notes, baby. I got my notes. I got you. But listen, man, we about to get to this food. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Smooth. Got my guy, Big CEO Duke in the building. And we be right back. Let's go. You now watching Cooking Up 215, but I don't gotta tell you that because you're watching it, right? Listen, man, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We appreciate all support. And the more you support, the more we can show love to the people and provide opportunities and help you get your career off the ground. Now, if you have a business and want to see your ads, this could be your ad right here. Send them in. Make sure you email us at cooknupbookings@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram and DM us at cookingup215. It's your boy Smooth. Let's go.
It's our favorite part of the show. That's your favorite?
Yes, sir.
Chef, what you got cooking? You already know.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and it is my favorite part of the show. Time to get into that food. And you already know I got my guy Big Duke in the building.
Looking good. It's looking good,
man. We got
Mrs. B.
Mrs. B.
Yeah.
Mrs. B catering in the house tonight. What you got for me, Miss B?
I got baked macaroni and cheese, barbecue chicken wings, honey butter cornbread, candy yams, turkey seasoned greens, and seafood salad. Loaded seafood salad.
And loaded seafood salad.
Yeah.
And she said the greens is seasoned. Like she made sure she added that in there.
Yeah.
So that gotta have a good special taste to it, huh?
For sure.
You ain't see it getting all the juices up. You know what I mean?
No, I ain't even see it. I sat back and said, you know what I mean?
Had all the juices in there, joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looking busky. This how your place be coming?
All the time. Yeah.
All the time. Okay, I see how you carrying it.
Mrs. B.
Mrs. B ain't playing. We got that real shrimp in the seafood salad too, not them
jumbo
baby shrimp.
I was about to see that jumbo shrimp. It look,
Yeah, they busky.
Miss B is cooking.
They busky.
You gonna cooking up with this nice.
Put it on the
This
nice
like Thanksgiving
plate for y'all.
right here.
Facts,
Thanksgiving again, yeah.
For real.
That's what I thought of when I just seen this plate.
Yes.
Listen, we about to really indulge ourselves with this one. So let them know how to get in touch with you. How can they get some of this great food?
You can contact me. My Instagram is Mrs. B's Catering _ You can DM me, text me, and I have a website link in my bio, and you can fill out the website, the form, and contact me there.
So what's the wait time? If I wanted something tomorrow, can I order it tomorrow and you gonna have it done?
No,
So how much time
you
do
gotta
need?
put it in the inquiry at least like 2-3 days.
Right, there you go. So if you want that good old food, don't wait last minute. You know what I mean? Make sure you put
Can't
that
get
order
it the
in.
day of. Yeah, no.
All right,
She says you gotta put it in the inquiry. You hear me?
And y'all know what that means. That means around. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's popping.
Yeah, the line is busy. The line is
For
real
sure.
busy. Well, I appreciate you, Mrs. B.
No problem.
I can't wait to see what this hitting for. I ain't eaten cornbread in a long time either. With that cornbread,
It's gonna be good.
it's
You're gonna
calling
like
my
it.
name.
Let me
We
taste
gonna
this
see
for them.
it.
Can I
Go
taste this
ahead.
for them on
Yeah.
camera real
Go ahead, you
quick?
about to give them a
See
little
what this
thing.
thing let me
Be for real.
He said a little bite.
This shit nasty. Like, no, it's good as shit. No, it's good as shit, though.
Yo, what?
That barbecue sauce.
That's it. We in there.
Just like auntie, grandma.
Listen, man, we in there like swimwear,
I'm gonna
man.
get right to it, Miss B.
Listen, make sure.
Damn, look at this.
Chicken fall off the bone.
You can't be putting food in front of niggas. This is what happens when you put food in front of niggas.
It's falling
He ain't
off. You
trying
see
to
it?
Off the bone, Miss B.
It's falling. Yep.
He just snuck a whole wing in. You ain't listen.
Get with it, y'all.
Get
Your
with
boy Smooth, CEO Big Duke in the building. Mrs. B's catering. Miss B, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having
And
me.
I can't wait to finally taste it. I mean, Duke didn't already.
Right.
He done ate.
He
man.
done already
bad.
took the
The show's
chicken off
over.
the bone.
Show's over.
I knew that this was cooking up, and I knew that they had food. So I prepared my stomach for this.
You starved.
So I was
ready.
hungry. I was ready to eat at 8, but I had to wait till, you know what I mean? So,
Period.
yeah,
I feel you, baby. I
thank you
feel
though.
No problem.
Appreciate this. And I'm going to follow you on Instagram and
For sure.
definitely check you out, all right?
All right. Thank
Yeah,
No
you.
problem. Thank you.
Listen,
Keep working.
You already know who it is, your boy Smooth. Let's get back to the show. Let's go. You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and we right back at it. Still here with my guy, CEO Big Duke in the building. And listen, man, Mrs. B blessed us. I'm talking Thanksgiving style blessed us. You hear me? It's like a 6-course. What we gonna call this? This something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's that time, baby. This is where we get the food. I mean, you already dove in.
Man,
You didn't already did your
already.
taste test, but
The jumbo shrimp and all that, you know what I mean?
I'm about to see what these yams hitting for.
Okay.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I like some good candy in. They hit 'em. They just right too. They
me see what's going
the
on here.
thick cut, but still sweet.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's it.
Smooth. The meal is good, but whatever this secret, I ain't gonna tell you secret sauce, but whatever this is, whatever flavor this is, this makes everything just like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It brings it in together.
It brings it all the way together.
The last special piece of the puzzle. You hear me? I be putting them on. They
You
gonna
wanna let them know
holler
what we drink here, Smooth, or you don't wanna let them know?
at me. I don't even know, man. They gotta holler at me first,
All right,
and then you know what I mean.
All right.
Cause I really be putting people on. They don't know what I do, but I do what I does. You know what I'm saying?
We got the collard greens with the turkey butts and yeah, it's going down over here.
Mac and cheese.
Chef B on
The mac and cheese is macking. The mac and cheese is macking. Need a little more of that.
and crab meat.
That cheesy goodness. I'm gonna say the chicken for last. You know, I gotta go do everything else first.
Yeah, I'm on my 5th piece of chicken, y'all.
The jumbo shrimp and the seafood salad. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I don't like everybody's seafood salad. It's a good joint. It's a good joint. Some people should just don't be tasting right. Like, they either overdo it on the onions or overdo it with some green peppers or something. And it just be like, I be like, I'm cool. This a good
I ain't gonna
joint.
lie, Smooth. You got 1,000 shrimp over there. He got 1,000 shrimp over there.
I picked up the right plate, huh?
What was it looking like?
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. All right, time we all been waiting on. This chicken. I need y'all to tell me the flash or the drum in the comments. Which one you prefer? I started off as a drum bowl. Then I got converted to the flat side. I don't know how I ended up on the flat side. Oh yeah. Right off the bone.
I was about to say that. Y'all see that?
Good sauce. Tender,
Falling
juicy,
off the
you know
bone
what
like
I'm saying?
it's a turkey wing.
I like how y'all ain't give us no paper towel either. So we could just look crazy.
I was about to say this. You know it's when you start eating with your hands
Yeah,
and all that.
And now we just look crazy to everybody. No, I got shit all in my beard prior. Y'all just gonna have to excuse me.
This cornbread.
Yeah, this shit good though. It's super good. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It's popping.
It's so good. I'm gonna save my plate for later. When I get home, 12 in the morning. You know, when you go back in and you go heat that joint up.
When you get comfortable, sit down, turn the TV on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like that, bro. I let everybody go to bed. It's just you, some food, TV. That's where you get your peace at. Get your peace and quiet. You call me, I fuck around, don't even answer the phone. Disturbing my peace like that. But you know, this hitting. Cornbread good too. Tastes a little bit like cake and cornbread all mixed in one. That's
We got the bumba. What's going on over there with this right here? Smooth the bumba.
It's my other special, you know what I mean, my other little
With the
specialty.
bumba. With this. And I don't even drink, y'all. But Bumba gave us a little sponsorship, so I'm gonna take a shot with my man.
You're gonna have a drink with your guy.
Bumba, we coming for y'all. Coming for y'all. Real soon. Hey, Rose, we coming.
That's it right there. That's a perfect meal. Ew. It's good. But y'all know it'd be hard for me to get back in the, you know what I mean, the groove once I get to eating, but so last we was talking, you was starting to talk about the new wave of the new artists. And one thing I love that you do, even the crazy part is that you still a young boy for real.
Right.
I ain't gonna say you're a young boy. I'm
No,
a couple years older than you.
Right.
But bro, you show so much love to people that's coming up, the neighborhood. As if like, you know what I mean? Like you one of the old heads.
Right.
Like you taking care of everybody else around you. You they age half the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you taking care of them type shit. So that shit is great to see. But you always definitely cater to the newer artists.
Right.
I know you used to do the rise of the new wave.
Rise of the new wave. Oh yeah, Smooth really on. Yeah.
Listen, man, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They don't know about them Jones.
Yeah.
The rise of the new wave, man. And that was, and even with the rise of the new wave show, we used to, like the rise of the new wave started on 54th and Woodland. Sold that joint out, fell through the roof. Then we moved to 40th Street. We moved to 40th and what's that, Springfield? What was that? The little spot on the corner.
40th and what?
That became the little after hour, and then now it just shut down now. It was right there in that college area, up the street from that Starbucks. Crown. Before it was Crown, I forgot what it was when the Chinese people had it. I threw the part 2 of Rise of the New Wave right there. Then part 1, I had Rico Havoc. Part 2, Pound Side Pop. Part 3, Run Up Rico. And then we took it to Voltage Lounge. That we bankroll. I had bankroll Gambino. We sold Voltage Lounge out.
And Gambino, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. It was crazy when that happened. That's how I know I've been tapped into you for a long time, because I definitely seen when Bankroll was starting to roll. He was doing like the car freestyles and shit.
He was
hot.
You know what's so crazy, because that's my little bro, and he was trying to get me and my old head to both sign him. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? And he wound up going with my old head, but that still was like my little brother, so we all still was rocking, right? Yeah, so now it's crazy because it's like a full circle. Me and the old head that he wanted us to link up with, we linked up now. You get what I'm saying? That's who we out here causing all this havoc and commotion right now.
Yeah.
We together, my man Kenny Blake. So that was just crazy to see him try to bring it together, and I fought it. And now we, you know what I mean, we having to like come back and, you know what I mean, really do some business together and really help some Southwest young boys. Right.
Kenny got Lay Banks?
Lay Banks, yeah.
You got somebody else too now.
Yeah.
Donnie.
Yeah, we got, Donnie. That's what I'm striking.
Yeah.
I went and got Donnie right after we signed Bumba.
Yeah.
I went and got Donnie. I was watching Donnie for 5 years.
Bro?
Yeah, me and Donnie been for, that wasn't no Just
overnight shit.
Yeah, no, I've been watching him. It's just perfect timing. It's just time with everything. And when you get that moment and you get that shot, I'm gonna keep shooting. So when I thought about it, I said, what's next? I was scrolling and I seen this one song from Donnie. I'm like, this was next. I called Kenny Blake
Sign
up.
me up, John.
Sign me up. I called Kenny Blake up. I'm signing him. What you think about it? Kenny Blake hung up. Oh shit, go get him right now, bro. I'm like, no, I'm on it already. You feel me? Like, yeah, we got him. You know what I mean? So Donnie on the team now.
Right.
We got Donnie. So we ready to have a whole starting five. You know what I mean? And these are all Philadelphia young boys that we are doing good business.
Right.
We're helping them better their lives, put them in better situations, and we leading them in the right way.
Right.
So it's like the only way they can lose if they choose to lose. If they follow the blueprint, we gonna win.
Cause Lay up right now. Lay super up right now.
And no, that starting five don't even got nothing to do with Lay. That's Kenny.
That's just
What me and him got going on. We got a starting five.
Okay.
Yeah. So later, that's his big.
That's
you know what I mean? That's him.
His thing.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. I know for a while. There's definitely some other things I want to touch on before I even get to this. But
Okay,
since we on the labels right now, I'm gonna talk about it since that's where we at. But was you involved in Stack and Star?
Yeah, I was involved in Stack and Star.
And what happened with that?
Well, like, what was my role, or like what?
What was your role? Are you still involved?
So I'm no longer involved.
Okay.
My title was Young K Tour Manager, but my goal, the reason why I put a lot of that work in, because I was trying to become his manager, and I seen some opportunity, but it just didn't work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I still love K, but Stack and Star, that wasn't like...
Wasn't your thing,
it wasn't
but
my thing.
You was working.
Yeah, I was working.
Doing as you should, though.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how you're supposed to carry a brand when you're part of it. A lot of people, some people always just like, they willing to get a all once they receiving in.
Right.
But the weird part that some people gotta understand, you gotta give your all to receive the receiving end sometimes. You know what I mean?
But I'm not giving shit all again without nothing.
But sometimes that's how you win, though.
But you right.
That's how
but in
you
this
win.
life and in this world, you can't really pay for loyalty. You can't pay for dudes to be loyal to you. So you just like, you gotta just know when to hold it and fold it, because at the end of the day, it's like, for me, right? It's like, I'm done showing motherfuckers my worth. If you don't see my worth, or you can Google me. If you can't see it or understand it, then it just is what it is. I'm not working doing nothing.
I think that's different though too. When you somebody with the repertoire already.
Right.
When you show, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You got the
in
boot.
that situation, that was a situation where I was who I was. I was who I was before I got there.
Right.
I got there from based off of who I was. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I put in a lot of work, a
Yeah.
lot of sweat, and that shit didn't pay off to what I wanted it to be.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? In no shape or form. So with that being said, it's like, and I'm gonna tell this to everybody: if they don't see your motherfucking vision and they don't see your worth, don't be overworking trying to show motherfuckers your worth. When the whole time they already know what they doing and where they going. They gonna use you, burn you out, and then on to the next. Nah, understand. Learn how to do some paperwork. Paperwork is good business. When you talk about good business and doing good business, it's paperwork. If you got black and white, everything in black and white, there's no way you can kind of lose for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the communication. You know what I mean? Everything is on that black and white. Whatever y'all agreed to, whatever you have to do to keep up with whatever you got going on. But all that, showing my worth, I go work a 9 to 5 before I do some shit like that. Like real rap. And I don't never see myself doing that. So with that being said, it's like, people got to understand their value, man.
Yeah.
Because when people feel like they got to do that, they get burnt out. It's like, how much free work you going to do?
Yeah.
Or how much you gonna do, whereas they're like, you damn near a percentage of a company you know what I mean, but the things that you're doing, but the people that's running the company, they getting all the credit, all the money, and they acting like it's them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's their work. Motherfuckers don't be crediting their team, all that. Like, we here, and right now, while it's my time in this music field, because I'm not here for a long time in this music, we here to like kind of like switch this whole thing up in Philly, because Philly got a bad name. The leadership, the young boys from Philly trusting the old heads from Philly, but what the old heads do from Philly, fuck them, bad, burn them. You know what I mean? They don't stand on business. Everybody just be for themselves. So I made a vow to myself that I'm here and I'm taking pride in doing good business.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I just had to tell one of my artists, Mom, I know what you used to, but we not what you used to. We really care, because if you got this money and then you go fuck all this money up and you be out here moving like this, that's what they're going to say. That's Duke and Kenny Blake young boys. Why they got them out here like that? They don't never think about what you done to get yourself there. It's just going to always be on us.
On y'all.
So with that being said, we got to, step up and be better leaders to these young boys. The city is no leadership. It's an identity crisis. It's so much. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not here for that.
Right.
I'm here to do good business. I'm here to show people the right way. You get what I'm saying? I was about to bring a contract here today. Dudes wouldn't bring no contract here and show you the contracts that they give my artists. They not doing none of that. I could bring a contract and show you like, yo, this is what we doing for these young boys. They would never find the deals that we giving them and doing with them. Nobody in Philly gonna do that. Right. Nobody getting more than half 50% of these shit in Philly. You get what I'm saying? Like
as the artists, they not keeping 50%?
It's artists. It's artists out here that got 20% of these shit. You know what I mean? Because people signing bad deals, young boys trusting in these so-called old heads and stuff like that. You don't be seeing this going on smooth where young boys, where we like, dang, young boy right back in the trenches. Yeah. We got young boys that's like had viral songs, all that. And it's like, why are they still in the same place? Ask ourselves that. When is somebody gonna really come and say, yo, come on, y'all, let's have a meeting as allegedly supposed to be boys or leaders in Philly and say, yo, y'all niggas gotta stop doing this bad business. Right. We talk about trying to help these young boys, but we burning them. How we wanna help them, but we burning them. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta pick one. It's either you gonna do good business and you wanna help them, or you in this shit for yourself and you just gonna burn everything out.
Why do you think people do that? Like, why do they lead with the good business? I mean, with the bad business.
Selfish. They selfish. If you look at it right now, what label in the city is moving? What label in the city are you inspired by that they got some artists and you like, damn, young boy, I remember young boy from last year. Damn, young boy got a nice car. Young boy doing this thing. Name some. Give me 5.
That's crazy. I mean, I know some labels. I don't know if they at that point yet where they getting people to bag to that point where they able to change their lives yet. I've seen some things, but they not like from Philly people. Like I fuck with BMR.
Big Money Records. Okay, whoa, you know shout out Whoa and them. Whoa and them is actually doing their thing. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Like they doing their thing. But I know a lot of they artists not even from Philly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I can't say.
Right.
I seen a Philly nigga pull up lace by some shit like that.
And you like, damn, young boy doing it. It ain't too, and it's like, why? When people getting the opportunities, you know what I mean? It's like, when you really look at it, it's like, it's sad too, you know what I mean? But that's what we really here to do, you know what I mean? I'm here to have some fun with this music and really change, like, where you could see my young boy and be like, damn, young boy, like, I'm getting calls now. Yeah. Like, yo, y'all young boys looking different already. They got that shit on. They got that Bottega, Balenciaga. Right. You know what I mean? Like, they having fun. And they looking good. And they, you know what I mean? Their appearance is changing because they work for this. Right. This is what they work for. So it's like, if they working, you gotta stand on business. It's like how we expect these young boys to be thorough, to stay out of the trouble, to do all this, and you burning them, or you not really showing them the game. My young boys, we helping them with credit. We helping them, you know what I mean, get out of the hood. Where you about to move with your mom? You know what I mean? These are the things that we like, yo, line yourself up. You get what I'm saying? So you could be good without music.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm big on that, man, and I'm gonna shit on everybody in the city, and it's gonna show through my artists.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't flexing. I'm saying like I'm taking pride in like changing lives and really standing on that. You feel me?
No,
I want my artists to be like, yo, Big Duke, really? You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like we just performed that Rod Wave show 2 times back to back in Philly.
That's crazy.
10,000 plus people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back to back. Like it's like
that's
coming,
husky
man.
though. Straight out the gate with the opportunities and really put them in position.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
job.
really like showing them and helping them. It's not like they just going, it's not like we just handling everything. It's like we showing them like, yo, this is why this. Understand this etiquette. Do this, get this. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't expect these boys to just know all this stuff. Even with me. I'm just now getting in the industry. You seen me work for how long? This is my 10th year working as an independent boy, and this is my first signed artist. You get what I'm saying? Now I am considered an industry guy now.
Right.
9 years of work. This shit wasn't overnight.
No overnight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
9 years of work. Motherfucker, how you get here? I got here from being thorough. Literally took these young boys on tour with my other young boys that was popping and just treated them good. And I told them one last year, I said, yo, everybody falling off. If y'all could give us good 6 to 7, 8 months of consistency, y'all gonna get a turn. Literally, that 6 month came. My artists, we got a single deal. It was all consistency. I'm telling them, y'all gonna get it.
Yeah.
They listened, they kept shooting. And now we here. It went from a single deal. I said, look, the first thing gonna be the single deal. They wanna see if you could do it again. The second, that's gonna be the bag. And then the third, we out of here. It's levels to it. You gotta start here, show this. Now, I'm with that. When we were just talking about like showing your worth, that's what showing your worth. Look, nigga, take this money right here for this record. I'm gonna see what you do. You shoot again, all right, we're gonna give you the bag. You shoot again after this, after you do what you gotta do, we talking millions. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's like crawling, and we crawling, and it's like, we just working. We just working, man, and everybody understand. Like we having fun with it, and we enjoying the journey. You get what I'm saying? Like
you gotta enjoy the journey. You gotta enjoy the journey because this be the main part. Some people overlook it, but the journey is where the fun lies at.
You can't skip the process.
Right.
And that's what I want people to understand. No matter if it was 2 years, you still went through a process. However that process, you can't skip the process. Yeah. You skip that process, you're gonna be right back.
It's gonna crumble. Yeah, it's gonna crumble. And then I seen you was just up at all the records.
Record labels,
Priority,
yeah, we ran through them all, just showing our young boys like, yo, look, if y'all work hard, we have the connections. You know what I mean? We not telling y'all like, oh, we can get this. We put them in the meetings. They hear these big execs saying, we like you. Look, do this, do that. It's not coming from us. We putting y'all in these meetings. We giving y'all the experience. Right. We put y'all on the radar. Like you said, we took one artist and went through every label in LA. We took these 2 artists, AJ and Miz, and went through every label in New York. Put them on their radar. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, this the things that we doing, man. And shout out Kenny Blake, because this shit take a lot of grind. You know what I mean? And that's one thing he always tell me, Duke, you can't pay for this loyalty that we give each other. And this industry is so hard, and it's so, the shit that we think grimy, the big dogs, they don't think it's grimy. They just look at it like it's business.
Like it's business.
You get what I'm saying?
That be the shit that's dirty, though. Like
that's the dirty shit.
And the way I look at it, though, even when it come down to these niggas that's doing bad business, because, of course, we know of names and people in the city that been around. You know what I mean? The biggest of big dogs around this motherfucker that known for doing bad business. It's like, that's the problem. You become known for doing bad business. Right. It's like, why do you want to... that's not gonna get you anywhere. Like nobody's gonna fuck with you. At some point, it's gonna be known, and you're gonna be known not to be fucked with, not to be trusted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But the city's so mad. It's the city's so bad that you could be known for all that. But if you got some type of name, they gonna still D-ride. They still going. Some people get knocked down. But some people, you like you just said, this dudes that been doing the same bullshit for 15 years,
right?
And they still hanging, right? But the thing is, when I look at these things, a lot of these dudes that's in position, they didn't maximize. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you might still be holding on, but you ain't maximized. And you know what that come from? Doing bad business. It's God. You think God, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell people, I really believe in God. You get what I'm saying? I had opportunities that was golden that I turned down when I wasn't ready for them because I wasn't ready.
Right.
I don't jump on stuff because it's hot or because it's something promising. If my mind not there and you know what I mean, and I turn down them, but like I always tell my partner, bro, I believe in God. What's for me gonna be for me.
What's for you,
whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? Like I know in my heart that I'm gonna be successful. You get what I'm saying? Now how it come, when it come, I don't know all that, but I'm gonna keep working. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
you gonna keep walking the path until you come across what you're supposed to come across.
And look, it's just like everything. And I want to go into like, you know, I want to talk more on like the real estate. I want to get some game on that. You know what I'm doing with the real estate. I want to talk more community work, the outreach, the programs that I'm doing.
You know, I got the list. We was on the label, so then I had to touch on it because you had brung it up.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I probably wasn't gonna bring that up till late because I feel like you just was out in New York.
Right.
That was more recent.
So we got chopped that. Yeah, you were right.
But I feel like the real estate was all before your newest entertainment thing with Mizzy and all of them.
Yeah.
Like, that probably would have been my closing shit.
Okay.
But what I seen that I liked about with your thing with the real estate shit, I seen that the Gems West. Like, what's up with the Gems?
So Gems, so that's my dad. My dad owns Gems West.
For real?
Yeah. Shout out him, man. That was a staple in West Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That he actually, they was like losing it. It was going up for the auction. And my uncle, a good uncle of mine, he was in with the family.
Yeah.
And he was able to intercept and make the play happen.
Cause the crazy part, bro, Gems my shit.
Yeah.
Like I get Gems on the regular, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
My wife be mad at me. I'm like, I want a cheesesteak. Hey, you want another cheesesteak? Every Sunday, give me a John, watch the game.
We actually got some of the best cheesesteaks down there, man.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Gems is, I be telling niggas that shit. I be like, when they get the listing cheesesteaks, I'm like, you gotta go to Gems West.
Oh, for real.
Cause a lot of other shit just be whatever.
Yeah.
And
we got the best meat.
Right. Yeah.
We got that red bar. You know what I mean? That ain't no play around. Yeah. And then we just literally just added halal meat onto the menu.
Yeah.
So that's about to be a game changer. You know what I mean? Halal, you know, it's good cut. You know what I mean? It's great quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we Gems West, you know what I mean? Like we opened that like a year ago. It's been like a year and some months now. And
cause it was shut down for the long. I'm like bro, I was pissed off. I would pull up. I'm like, yo, these joints say closed for renovations for like 2, 3, 5 months. I'm like, when they gonna open this joint? Then I seen it was open. I was like, have my shit back.
Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to West Philly. Shout out to Southwest. Shout out to everybody we get people coming in from Florida, from Kentucky,
Pittsburgh.
from all over. You know what I mean? Coming to Gems. You know, because they heard about it on Instagram. So that's basically where I came into play at with the marketing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like marketing it, being there 60 days straight every day on Instagram every day, just good energy. That's soul. You know what I mean? Like people are fans of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you talking good. You just loving the customers and
good
people will want to come down and just be a part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the summertime, we got the live DJ out there with the armed security. You know what I mean? So we understand that things go on in the neighborhood of West Philly. We still keep it safe for the people. So
then you got like the car wash, on site moving, on site eats.
Yeah,
like you got a lot of shit that you be doing.
Now I was spreading myself thin, so I had to slow up.
And I was gonna ask you that though.
Yeah.
Cause one of the things that I used to do was just try to do too much shit at once. And it was like, that's kind of like where I'm at now, was like, this is where we gotta focus at. Like, we just gotta put all the eggs in this basket and then worry about other shit. Like, get this where it needs to be
Once this get executed,
Yeah, because when you do that, you get lost here.
Yeah.
And something going hurt. One of the babies going to be hungry.
Listen.
Because you can't feed them at the same time.
When this music thing just picked up for me, I had a marketing company. I'm making about $6,000 a month over there. I had to cut it short because my name meant more than the money. I'm like, yo, you know what? I can't execute no more. I can't do what I told them that I was going to do. You get what I'm saying? So let me just finish the business that I started, but I got to fall back. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I ain't going to be able to do it. And then that's what people will start talking about you. Then this, you know what I mean? Because now I'm doing good over here, but you did bad over there. So now them people start trying to, so it's like, oh no, Duke ain't. So I'm like, you know what? Let me bow down respectfully. You know what I mean? And I just signed one of the contracts with a new agency. So I was doing marketing for home care agencies. And I just signed a contract with a girl that I went to school with, but I just had to let it go. Cause I'm like, yo, I'd rather just, you know what I mean? Just like let that joint go than rather
do bad business.
Yeah, so now what I'm on is just like you said, the on-site moving, the on-site marketing, the on-site cleaning. All these things is like, all right, look, I got these ideas. What does it take to get these running and have them running without me being there? Can I get that going right now? Do I have time to do that? All right, if I got to come back to this, I'm going to come back to that. So now it's like, all right, music. My goal with music is 5 years, 5-year run. I told my partner, I want to sell this shit for like $300 million. 5 years, we need to come out. That's why I'm coming out shooting like this, like with a clip. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm 5, no more. I'm not trying to be 40 plus in the music industry. I'm not. Fuck trying. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? So this is like, for the moment for me.
Yeah.
5-year run, do what I need to do, sell it, real estate, Muslim man, married man, just living life.
So that's your game plan is real estate, retired pretty much type shit. Like if you want to be able to make your money, you know, keep your real estate, which is the money too at the same time, and be with the family type shit.
And just that's it.
That's what you're working towards.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about your real estate. Like, and you said you got into the real estate early. How old was you?
19.
19.
Yeah, I was 19 in college. You know what I mean? Was working. Well, you know, I was promoting, working. I had a little college job up at the Sheraton Hotel. And basically, that's when I dropped out of college. I bought my first house. I felt like everything. I felt like rich. I felt rich as fuck. Like, damn, I got my first house because I knew the game plan of buying, pulling out, going to buy more, pulling out, going to buy more. But that plan didn't go as I thought. To go? Yeah, I slowed down. I had that. I slowed down. I started working at the school district. I was working at the Philadelphia school district. I was like a one-on-one. And I was at 20. And I always had like a problem with getting up too early, like for that. So I was gang warring with the principals, just back and forth. And then I told myself, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm never working a job again. So since I've been 20, I'm 30 now. I went 10 straight years without working a job, just all self-employed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
through the pandemic, through this, like literally just straight, just like grind. So right now, like with the real estate, I just bought a few more houses in my neighborhood that I have. I own a couple in my hood right now. I just got another house out in North Philly. So right now I got a low income program going on. Basically, the cribs that I got, it'd be like females that I knew from school, or it could just be somebody, mom or son. They might be single parent. We got a program where we do like rent for like $1,250, $1,300 a month. in a neighborhood that rent go for $1,500. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saving people $200-$300 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do that times 12. You know what I mean? I'm helping people. So this year, 2025, I'm planning on like buying up so much land. Like I'm focused, I should say. You feel me? My mind right. I know the plan. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. 2025 is like, it's about to be real big for me. You know what I mean? Real estate, buying more. And I be stuck on Southwest, but now I'm on some monopoly shit. And I'm playing all over the city. South Philly, North Philly, West Philly, Camden. I'm on my way out Camden. You get what I'm saying? Chester. I'm going out Chester. It's like,
that's I'm just,
yeah. So, and the biggest thing is lots, land. Right now, I'm just like, that's my goal right there. Just all land and just build on the land. You know what I mean? Right now in the city own all this land that they trying to help people help themselves and build on. You get what I'm saying? So people got to do some research and look it up. The Philadelphia Land Bank, where they helping you with land. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could buy land and you build 3-4 houses, apartment complex, whatever you want to do with it. You just got to have the funding.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
do you know anything about any special funding, or is it like, you know, you already got yourself established? What about for those that's not established? What about?
Yeah, they have programs, right? Like the PHA, or they had a first time home buyer. It's what I tell people, they need to do some research. Go on Google, go on YouTube. They answer everything. Google and YouTube. YouTube have a video for you to show you. There's somebody on YouTube that break down how to get the funding, how to, like, you know what I mean? So in Philly, they have a program right now where you only got to put 1% down. You get what I'm saying? Daoud Bay, they got the turnkey program right now where you could be a city employee making under, I think, $100,000 a year. You qualify for one of them brand new houses. That's who I'm inspired by right now when it comes to real estate. Daoud Bay, he kicking their ass.
Used to be inspired by big business.
Yeah, until all this Instagram shit. Like, I don't like Instagram. I don't like these old heads where they be on that Instagram shit all like that. Like, some lady used to tell me back in the day when I was 21, you gonna be like Greg Parker. And I used to be like, who is this? She said, like, look him up in this before he had Instagram. It was, look him up in the Delhi Tribune, whatever it is. He's always in there. And I used to be like, okay, but I never looked in the Tribune. You get what I'm saying? Then my uncle said it one day, like, yo, you need to go watch Big Business. I'm like, Big Business? That's the lady. So this lady said I'm going to be like him one day.
Right.
And then I started watching him on Instagram. I fuck with his whole, you know what I mean? But then I kind of like got a little bit turned off from all that arguing and shit like that. I don't like all that shit.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, going back and forth with niggas and like, that shit ain't, you know what I mean? Especially from North Philly. Like my grandpop and my uncle's real North Philly gangsters. From up to his area. And they don't do that, you know what I mean? I come up listening to Biggie and shit, like on my way to North Philly listening to Biggie at a young age. So like, they was real like gangsters, you feel me? So that had me like, that put a bad taste in my mouth, but I love Big Business and like, you know, his work ethic. Yeah. But that definitely put a bad taste in my mouth. Y'all young niggas, don't be on that internet wilding out, man. We gotta be better leaders. And we gotta understand, even for the old dudes, it's dudes like me that's looking up to a lot of y'all, or not even looking up, I'm inspired. Y'all might not care, but I'm inspired, and y'all got people looking at y'all. So all that arguing and back and forth, and that's female stuff, you know what I mean? No matter if somebody right or wrong. I mean, there's ways to handle that. I don't respect all that. I don't really do too much replying on the internet and all that.
Right. I think I know you talking about that situation he had with the other young boy. Or
it was situations, so I don't even know, and I don't know who was right or wrong, but just arguing in general. You know what I mean? Every day posting about, I damn near unfollowed him. You know what I mean? But I didn't because I'm really inspired. I'm like, he got to get back to his shit. Like,
just get
come
back
on,
to doing
man.
what you do.
Yeah, like,
you know, it's crazy. I talked to somebody. He gonna come on the show. He well known. And, you know, he really really one of them bulls and shit. And he himself was telling me, he was like, man, I had to delete my Instagram. He like, bro, that shit was like, it was getting to me. He was like, I found myself just doing shit I'm not supposed to be doing.
I've been through that phase.
Yo, I'm like, that shit crazy, because it's like, Instagram will really do that to a nigga, though. Like, it'll pull you down a rabbit hole. I'm like, yeah, you took the bait.
I done seen dudes get hot off Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, you was cool, quiet. You got on that Instagram and started posting and went to jail. Real rap. Like, trying to be this, you was the star already, but now you want to go on there and...
You fell for the bait. I call it the bait.
It is a bait.
Yeah,
all that close friends shit. Y'all got to stop putting all this information in y'all close friends, thinking that these people don't... when I was 18, no bullshit, my man used to be on Facebook. He used to be on Facebook in Delaware County, right? In Darby, Upper Darby, but busting his traps. Like, he used to be the bull. This before niggas was putting money. He'd be the bull. He'd have his phone like this, and he had a trap doing the dupe. Like, yo, and I'm like, yo, I used to always tell him, like, yo, bro, the cops is on this shit.
Yeah.
It took him years after years after years after years. Now he upstate doing an 8-year bid, but it took him for them to really like sitting down for him to understand, like, yo, bro, they watching your shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is what get niggas locked up. You can't be on Instagram.
That shit is a trap. I don't give a fuck. It could be the cops, it could be the jack boys, it could be the chicks that's looking for new whips.
The cops got me on Instagram.
All that shit is a bait.
All that shit is real too. Yeah. The cops got me on Instagram before. Man, they got them fake pages with girls.
They'll pull your pictures up.
You like. You get what I'm saying? A girl that I thought was cute hit me up online. I remember this. Hit me up online for 10 tickets for my party. It's jumping, so I'm thinking it's serious.
Yeah.
I get to the gas station. I had a warrant out in East Bubba, but the cops, they was trying to basically pull me down. You get what I'm saying? They had me sit in this gas station around my way for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally probably like the 12th minute, 1 million cops hit the gas station. What the fuck? I'm like, they like, oh, Saul, it's you. Yeah, it's me. Oh, come here. Get out the car. Oh, yeah, you know you had a warrant out. Huh? Oh, that girl, she never showed up. She never showed up.
That's crazy.
She never showed up, bro.
They pull out tricks. See, I ain't know they was getting busy like that to get you for a warrant.
It wasn't a warrant. It's about who you are.
Yeah.
It's about you doing all this.
Yeah.
Doing all that. You got this party going on. We gonna inconvenience you. They inconvenienced me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to go all the way out to Poconos for 2 weeks. Luckily, I made it back before my party. You get what I'm saying? So it's not always about, it's about the inconvenience.
It's about everything, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
They love to get you while you getting to it. While you finally doing your big one, they love to get you. That's like the rappers. They do this shit with the rap. We going through this shit now. Like, non-stop. If it ain't one rapper, it's another rapper. Thug come home, Dirt go up. You know what I mean? It's like, this shit is crazy out here. But I be telling niggas the Instagram shit, y'all niggas gotta chill. Like,
and while we talking on that music, I want artists, right, to educate themselves more. Read this about music. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they be trusting this guy to lead them in the right way, which is okay, but still educate yourself to something so you can know just some terms. You get what I'm saying? Like, they got a book, All You Need to Know About the Music Business. That's $13, $14. My cousin was upstate and put me on it. Like, yo, cuz, you big, but you don't know the business. Read this book. I read the book here and there, and I learned things. You get what I'm saying? About marketing, about the splits, the royalties, the management positions, all these things. You get what I'm saying? People have to educate themselves. Right. In Philadelphia, young boy, go read a book about music. Y'all making music, but y'all not learning the business, and then be mad, or y'all signing bad deals.
Right.
Because y'all hype about some money, all y'all see is the money, but y'all don't understand the what you have to do for this money, how long you gonna be in it, what they asking you to, like, these are the things that y'all gotta be on.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's like, educate yourselves. I want people to really, like, educate themselves, man, or whatever you want to know. Like YouTube really help you. You get what I'm saying?
I think period, everybody gotta be okay with educating themselves. It's like we get too caught up in being comfortable, being able to watch our favorite shows or go to your favorite club or do that shit you like to do. Even down to chasing chicks. Niggas put so much time into shit like that versus educating yourself, sharpen your tools so you could do what you need to do out here for you and your family. Because that's really honestly what fucks people up, is just wanting to live life and have fun and be comfortable.
Right.
Like, if you could get away from trying to chase fun and being comfortable and really worry about getting your shit in order, you'll be surprised how shit change. Cause it's like, and it's not even that it's just every other nigga. Like, we all go through it at some point. You just gotta decide when you tired of that shit. Cause that's how it was for me. It's like, we was doing this show in 2015. But at the same time, we young. We had a land, we doing this, we doing that. So you start living life and you start chasing the other shit, and then everything else falls to the wayside. But just cutting out all that bullshit, like, you could see the change. You could see the growth in the show. You could see, you know what I mean? We was doing this shit before anybody was doing it. So we had an empty lane at the time. It was nobody in the game. We really could have fucked them up. But now we fucking them up even with as many people that's in the game. Imagine what we would have did had we been focused back then. You know what I mean? But you gotta get to a point where you fed up with all the bullshit and tired of doing the same thing over and over. The show's gonna be there, the hoes gonna be there, the game's gonna be there, the lame's gonna be there. All that shit gonna be there. They just gonna keep making newer versions of the same shit. You ain't gonna miss nothing.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Put your fucking head down, learn some new shit, apply it to your life, and elevate. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. But what's your plans, man? 2025, you told me your goals.
Hold up. Before we get out of here, right? I want to tap in on the community side of things.
Oh, yeah.
The nonprofit world. Because that was like a pivot for me. Because that was like my dream. That was part of my dream. When I said the 30 houses, my dream was them houses in my neighborhood to like basically uplift my neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So my homies went to jail. You know what I mean? And one day I woke up, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm done with it, all this street shit. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, dang, I pivoted. Like, all right, what I'm about to do? I'm about to start this. I'm about to start my big brother mentoring programs. These were the things that I wanted to do when I was running around. But I was trying to get out of the streets, and I'm telling my homies, yo, let's start this mentoring program. But nobody giving me the energy. So it's like, I'm saying it, and I know that we need to do this.
They not feeding it the way that you want them to feed.
They not feeding it. And then it was like, everybody starts slowly falling. He get locked up. What was the icing on the cake for me is I had a birthday party up Germantown, and the cops follow all my friends after the party and lock everybody up but me. Like, leave out of my party, they watching, they set up. Here. My homie pull off this way. My other homie pull off this way. Everybody get locked up. Everybody. 4 years. Everybody do 4 to 5 years.
That's the 7 people joint you was telling me about?
That was the joint for me that was like, all right, dude, this shit, like, you know what I mean? It's right there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's there. But the cops, I always been like a giving bull. I always, the give backs, even when we was selling Lord, what we doing, I was doing give backs on the corner. So they ride by like, what the fuck? Are these niggas giving out book bags and jackets? And they start smiling, you feel me? But they like, oh, that's the brain behind all that. So I felt like, personally, I was getting like a pass because they like, yo, he really mean good. You know how I'm like, these cops are human. And that's what people be failing to realize. Like, they human like a mother. They be feeling bad when they do certain shit. But it's their job too. You get what I'm saying? But certain shit, when they know, like, they do what they want to do on that. So I'm like, yo, this God. So I'm like, yo, I gotta, you know what I mean? The only way, nigga, you gotta give back. So I said, you know what? The same shit that we all just tore down, while everybody book, I'm gonna help bring it back up. And as they come home, everybody can fall into place. You a mentor, you this, everybody, you feel me? So it's like, all right, bam, when I'm gonna start took one of the houses that 2025 I'm opening up an empowerment center out of one of the houses that I own in the neighborhood that I grew up in, where we having free workshops, trade camps.
I know you did the automotive trade camp.
Yeah, this past summer. Yeah, just me just understanding that they need stuff. When I was 13, I told you I was working at the barbershop.
Right.
It's not a lot of young boys could tell you that they had that hustle. So it's like, all right, I was a hustler. Okay, bam. Let me bring these trades to the hood for free and start opening these young boys' minds at 13. Now, in my programs, you could sign up early as 10 years old. So now, at 10, because that's what I was doing at 10, hustling. Right. At 10, you could come, one of the young boy was 12 in my automotive camp. You could come, you might not come every day, but you start learning stuff, you start figuring out what you like. Now you could be like, damn, at 15, yo, I had a chance to do this, I had a chance to cut hair, I had a chance to do the oil change, so it's like, yo, this shit is setting y'all up. Y'all don't have to go to college. Y'all could be any of these things right here. Y'all don't gotta be a sports player. This is why I'm putting these things out here in the air and for the people to say, yo, even if you don't know it, still come learn. See if you fuck with, even if you came 4 weeks out of the 8 weeks, come see how you like it. Come see what's going on. Learn some things. Open your mind up. Understand, like, see what you really like. You can ask a kid right now, a young boy 16, 17 don't even know what he want to be right now. Right. How the hell you 17 don't know what you want to be in life?
A lot of them don't.
No, but back then when you asked a young boy when I was young, you knew. Firefighter, like none of that. I don't know. Like, you about to be 18. You better know what the fuck you want to do.
It's crazy you saying this. I just had this conversation with my son, but as we sit here talking about it, I kind of get it. It was just like weird for me because, like you said, when I was a young boy, I understood, or I was at least on my path to entrepreneurship. Right. Like, I knew one way or another I was going to be running some type of business or doing something, because that's just always what I did. Selling CDs or selling this or selling that. That's the type of nigga I am. So it was like my son, he don't never get up and go sell anything or do anything. He ain't got no type of hustle to him. But I guess it's like that you don't lack for anything, so you don't feel the need to go do any of this shit. Right. And it's just like, bro, you almost 18. Like, at some point you gotta like figure this shit out. But it's also a different world where they're exposed to so many ways. Right. Like, whereas though we only had a few choices. Right. You know what I mean? We ain't really had like the internet the way they got the internet now, at least for me. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Instagram came out 2013.
Yeah, see, for me, I started Instagram when I was like clubbing, partying hard. I was getting 30, 40 likes at the end of the day of popping 100 bottles. I'm getting 40 likes. You get what I'm saying? Like, this shit wasn't popping. Yeah. Like, we was just killing them without motherfuckers actually really being on Instagram heavy. Like, people was on there. Killing them. It was and it was like, life. At the end of the night, you only getting 40 likes. I just see this to see, like, we went through that process of this many people to thousands of people. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I seen it. I seen it. So, bro, damn, that shit crazy.
I think it definitely helped though to have those trades, and I think that the special part about it is that it's something that they can apply now. Yes. Like, that's the special part about a trade, is that it's not something that you gotta graduate from this place to do that. Like, that shit helps. You go get those degrees, but the same way the dude at Pet Boys doing some work, you could be down there grinding now. So it's like, if you ever find yourself trying to get to some paper, you ain't always got to resort to go trapping or hustling for somebody. You can go literally cut some heads.
Tire shop.
Change some tires. And next thing you know, you're feeding yourself.
No, for sure. Yeah, so, like, the hood, that's needed, you know what I mean? And that's what I call stunting nowadays. Like, that's my stunting. Doing them give backs, doing these trade camps. I feel like I be shitting on niggas. Because the richest nigga, he ain't even coming back helping shit, ain't doing nothing. So that be like my stunting. Like, when niggas still be talking about jewelry and bottles, what you do for your hood, nigga? How many young boys you help? Who did you? That's where I'm at with it now. Like, nigga, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. I don't need no jewelry.
You outside.
Yeah, go ask the hood. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I feel good. Like, me helping people, that shit make me feel good. You know what I mean? So that's like, That's why I spend my money on these give backs. I don't get no fucking grants.
Right.
You know, I just started getting little stuff, but like these 5 years of consistency is all my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause spending my hard-earned money, you get what I'm saying, to give back. It's even times, I explained that to one person, I said, yo, it's even times where I gave back when I didn't have it. You get what I'm saying? I gave back when I didn't have it. Like,
that's when that shit mean the most.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't even got it. Like, how did I do that and I don't got it?
Right.
So it's like,
you gotta set the standard though, man. I like what you're doing. Let the message you sending. I seen you with Kamala and shit too.
To the hood. I brought Washington, D.C. to the trenches. You see hood niggas in that commercial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas that's on the block. You know what I mean? Get an opportunity. Come on. Like, understand that we could do better. We could do whatever we want.
Yeah.
I got Washington, D.C., 30 white motherfuckers on cameras, you get what I'm saying, comfortable as hell on a corner in the trenches, literally the trenches, you get what I'm saying? But understanding like, yo, damn, this boy mean business. This boy is serious. This boy respected in this area. And they felt safe in it, you know what I mean? I just like bought that to the hood, to my block on purpose.
Right.
Just to inspire niggas like, yo, bro, we could do it. They looking, they watching me. It's so many good people in Philadelphia that's influencers who would have took that opportunity, but they came and they chose me. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to show my homies that, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, we could do whatever. Coming from where I'm, people are, oh, that's
doing what you doing?
He doing that, because he's selling drugs. Ain't nobody doing that shit no more. Hey, we 5 years clean. You get what I'm saying? Like, touch a drug, you know what I mean? So it's like, no, this shit is from the heart. This is what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like my goal is to build it up where as though you still hear my name without me being around. Such and such foundation. I got a team, they doing the coke drive, they doing the this drive, they doing this. We got the camps going. I don't have to be there hands on. You know what I mean? My goal is to like build a community center in my neighborhood, like a big one. Not out of the house that I got, like really build one on the block out of some land and
some
just
type shit.
on some that's where I'm at. I'm going for the pile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like trying to have it like that.
Listen, man, I think if anybody could do it, you could definitely do it. I feel like if you've done all the things you've done at such a young age, man, ain't shit gonna stop you.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You got a head on your shoulders where if there's a will, there's a way, you gonna figure it out.
Right.
I look forward to seeing how far you take it, man.
No, for sure.
Honestly.
Even, damn, this kid's, because when you say different things, it just make me remember. Even like the marketing, right? Like the Humble. Remember, that's the last time I seen you here when I was managing the clothing brand.
Yeah.
What we done will never be done again. You get what I'm saying? Like this boy was $1 million months. You get what I'm saying? $100,000 days. You get what I'm saying? Like a clothing brand from Philadelphia. You get what I'm saying? I closed a $100,000 deal with a school for Humble Gear. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't gonna happen. Ain't no dudes from the city, some young niggas making this type of stuff happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is, and I'm saying all these things to motivate. Anything is possible. That used to be me and Zay. That was his slogan. But like I use it still to this day. Like anything is really possible, man.
Right.
Whatever you put your mind at, wherever you feel like you want to do it, just like chase it. You get what I'm saying? Because we really done the impossible. You get what I'm saying? And that showed us, that's what keep me going. You know what I mean? I don't take no for an answer. So now I'm going to do anything around it to get to it. You get what I'm saying? Like these are the things right here. So like just have some self-control. You know what I mean? Anybody watching this, believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Have some self-control. Put God first and then just hustle. Just hustle. Like results don't always come overnight. You get what I'm saying? Like I got different hustles where some results came in a year, some results came in some months, some results like music came in 9 years. Just hustling.
But you're here though.
And I'm here. And I'm gonna be here for a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make a real big impact. We really about to change some lives.
Yeah. Do it, man.
So
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
2025, my goal is to keep empowering to keep, elevating, to keep growing, to keep taking care of my family, to get my mom out the trenches. That's my goal that I'm really about to complete right before 2025, going into 2025. And that's been like my biggest goals for the last 2 years. Last year I ain't hit it. This year I'm literally about to hit it right before the end of the year, going into 2025. So like my goal is to keep, like I said, keep empowering, keep moving, just keep elevating, man. Hopefully whoever watching this, they feel like they learned something, no matter what it was that I spoke on, or they inspired by it. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, anything is possible. You believe in it, achieve it. Go, chase it.
Man, you're a living example of what you could do when you put your mind to it and you don't quit, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Definitely. I appreciate y'all for this good grub. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then my artist got the hottest shit out right now. Mix it with a bumba. My guy Smooth had the bamboo sitting here. You get what I'm saying? We ready to toast to that real quick, Smooth. Nice interview, talking some good talk. You get what I'm saying? But man, I appreciate y'all, man. Stay tuned. Like I said, with this music shit, we got a motherfucking AK. I got 100 clip in that bitch. And I'm going to let that shit spray till I'm done. And then I'm out of here. Just like that.
Then I'm
out of here, man.
Listen, just like that, we out of here, man. My guy, CEO Big Duke, man. Make sure y'all follow him, check him out, keep up with his artists, keep up with everything, man. My man got so much going on. Organizations, you just got to check him out, man. Super positive. I love what you're doing. And your approach to it is it's people that try to do it a certain way, but you do it how you do it. Like, you know what I mean? It's special the way you do it.
Right.
Because it ain't like you pretending to be this big community
dude.
activist dude. Like, you just you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not perfect.
And
I
like
do little stuff that people don't know, but it's like, nigga, I'm human.
And that's that's the best part about it. Yeah. You just do you.
Yeah. That's how you get caught up right there, trying to act like you this perfect ass nigga. And no,
you can tell when a nigga do it for the gram, and a nigga who do it because that's just who he is.
Yeah, you gonna get caught out there.
I just love to see that, man, and I appreciate you coming through.
Let me see my Instagram real quick for anybody.
Do your thing.
Anybody that want to follow me. If you don't already know who I am, at CEO Big Duke on all social platforms. If you want to get up with me about my nonprofit, On Chite for the People, Youngers in Charge, make sure you write me. We always looking to connect and to build, and we always looking to, for more partnerships to help these people that's in these low poverty areas. Elevate themselves to better paying jobs, better housing, just better opportunities. So get up with me. Once again, shout out my fam, Cooking Up 215. Look, this interview is long overdue. We really was cooking up. Real rap, Smooth. We really was cooking up. I remember sitting here 2 years ago on the side with my artist, letting him get the interview. You get what I'm saying? And we were supposed to spin back through, but now it's perfect timing. And we here. And I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to keep grinding. Smooth, y'all keep grinding. Y'all time coming. We're going to keep cooking. It's coming, baby.
Yes, sir. We on. The time is now, baby. You already know what it is. Your boy Smooth. My God, CEO Big Duke. Cooking Up 215, best podcast in the city. Let's go.
Go.